My estranged deadbeat dad won the lottery and hid the jackpot to dodge child support. I'm furious, nauseous, and completely out of ideas. I need advice, and I need it now, before I do something I can't take back. For context, my father, let's call him Richard, left my mom and me when I was 5. He bounced around, changed jobs, and made just enough money to stay one step ahead of the law regarding child support. He was supposed to pay $500 a month. In 20 years, I doubt he paid $5,000 total. Every time my mom tried to get him in court, he'd quit his job, move states, or claim bankruptcy. The man is a professional deadbeat. I'm 25 now. The child support technically ended years ago. The massive amount of arrears he owes my mom, money she desperately needed to raise me, is still outstanding. She tried to move on, but the financial stress he caused me shaped my entire childhood. I've always resented him, not just for abandoning me, but for actively punishing my mother with poverty. I haven't spoken to Richard in 5 years. I tried contacting him a few times when I was younger, but he always made it clear I was an inconvenience. I had finally accepted he was just a ghost, an unpleasant memory. Then, last week, I got a random message on Facebook from my cousin, who lives 3 states away. We aren't close, but she's the only family who still lives near Richard. She messaged me out of the blue. "Hey, I need to talk to you about Richard. It's weird." We talked on the phone. She told me Richard quit his dead-end job at a warehouse about 8 months ago. But instead of moving into a cheaper place, he moved into a large, expensive house in a gated community outside of town, a house he claims he's managing for a rich friend. He started driving a brand new black SUV. He always pays for everything in cash now, and he started wearing expensive clothes and watches. He even paid cash to have the best private hospital handle a minor surgery he needed a few months ago. My cousin was skeptical, but she dismissed it as him being a successful con artist. The truth came out at a family barbecue she hosted last weekend. Richard was there, being unusually loud and boastful. My cousin said he got stopped drunk and started talking about his new life. He mentioned a specific local convenience store and a specific date from last year, right before he quit his job. He kept repeating, "You'll never see it coming. Never connect the dots." My cousin's husband, who is a numbers guy, didn't believe Richard's story about managing a rich friend's property. After the party, he spent a few hours researching state lottery winners for that specific date and store. He found it. A local group of 5 people won a $65 million jackpot 8 months ago. One of the winners, who chose to remain anonymous, but used an LLC, limited liability company, to claim the prize, was Richard's best friend and old coworker, a guy named Jerry. The smoking gun? Jerry is still working his original dead-end job. He still drives his old, beat-up car. He hasn't moved. The local buzz among their old coworkers is that Jerry claimed the whole thing, but he's lending the money to someone. But my cousin's husband found the LLC registration papers. The managing member of the LLC that claimed the prize is listed as Jerry's name, but the registered address is Richard's new mansion. The LLC was explicitly created the day after the winning numbers were announced. Richard didn't win $65 million, but he's one of the 5 people who shared it. We estimate his cut, after taxes, is between $8 and $10 million. He didn't claim it publicly because he knew the second the news broke, his 20 years of unpaid child support, which amounts to a small fortune with interest and penalties, would be seized by the state and his life would be financially ruined. So, he had his friend claim it through a shell company, and he's living lavishly thinking he outsmarted the system.
Good.
If your jaw just dropped, wait until you hear the confrontation plan. But before I get into the legal and personal chaos that is about to explode, please take 2 seconds and hit that subscribe button. This story is completely insane, and you don't want to miss the inevitable showdown. Subscribe now and join the community. I showed my mom the evidence. She didn't cry. She just got this cold, determined look in her eyes I haven't seen since I was a kid. The state can only pursue the child support arrears based on his known income and assets. If the money is hidden in an LLC under someone else's name, it's virtually untouchable through standard collection methods. But this isn't about just the arrears anymore. This is about watching the man who starved us out of spite flaunt his secret millions. This is about justice. My current plan is this. I'm gathering every single piece of evidence, the LLC documents, the house records, the pictures of him and Jerry together, the dates. I'm going to present it all to the state's Child Support Enforcement Division and simultaneously hire a private lawyer to sue him for the arrears and potentially for fraud. The goal is to force the LLC to be dissolved or his percentage of the winnings to be declared a marital asset subject to his death.
Great.
The moral dilemma. If I go public with this, I ruin his life completely. He loses the money, he loses the mansion, and he faces a mountain of legal trouble. But he deserves it. He actively chose to evade responsibility for his child for 20 years. Do I hire the private lawyer first and keep the secret quiet until we file the lawsuit? Or do I go straight to the media with a local investigative reporter with the whole story to put so much pressure on him that he settles the arrears immediately? I'm afraid if I don't move fast, he'll find out we know and transfer the money somewhere else.
Great.
I need the money for my mom, but I need justice for myself. What is the safest, most effective way to expose this deadbeat millionaire without risking my own financial ruin? The audacity of some people is truly unbelievable. Hiding $10 million just to avoid a debt to your own child? What is the best legal route here? Should the narrator expose the fraud to the media for public pressure, or trust the legal system with the evidence they've gathered? Drop your advice in the comments below. To see the dramatic conclusion of this epic financial revenge story, make sure you're subscribed. You won't believe what happens when this kind of money and family resentment collide. Subscribe now.